Hello there, this is a tutorial for learning how to start and take off in the Supermarine Spitfire. This is the 100 octane constant speed prop version, which is pretty much the version you want for any Battle of Britain scene. First things first, I'm going to use the mouse pointer for everything because it's just a bit easier for you to see, and but you can bind keys to these to the things you'll need if you wish. Firstly, turn on the fuel cock, and then all you have to do is press I to start the engine. That's the default key for engine start. The magnetos will automatically come on. If you want some realism, you could turn those on yourself, of course. Make sure your throttle is fully back, of course, because if you push forward when your engine is not warm enough, you get some very rough running, just like that. So we've got to actually wait a little while to warm the engine temperature up sufficiently to avoid any rough running. Okay, so this is a constant speed prop version. In order to move, we need to set a fine pitch. That's this lever fully forward, the propeller pitch, and that'll set our RPM to 3000 when we get going. Our radiator at the moment is fully closed, and this is the lever that does it. I'll have a key bound for this because it's quite awkward with the mouse. Likewise, I've got a control on the propeller pitch, an analog control, so I can set it to whatever fine control granularity I wish. Okay, so we can just about move the aeroplane, even though we're warming up, so we'll make our way over the taxiway. Just put in a little throttle. Just needed to get it going. So we want a slight bit of new nose down trim, preferably on the Spitfire for takeoff. I've got my elevator trim on another slider, but as you can see by this control, this indicator, it tells you what your trim is set to. So 1 degree nose down is perfectly adequate. Because we're just going to let the tail lift when we start to build up speed. So our engine oil temperature is nearly good enough. It's good enough for me to open the radiator. I don't really want to go any higher than that because the engine will overheat. So I'm going to leave this fully open. In future flight models, hopefully it'll be in a position where we can set that other than open for general flight. Okay, so we're probably warm enough now. I'm going to put some power into the machine and start to move down the runway and build up some speed. I'm going to have to apply a bit of right rudder just to keep her straight. And you can build up to full power. Now the tail lifts there beautifully, and now we're building up speed. We're going to get to about 100 miles an hour and then ease over 100 miles an hour, ease back gently on the stick, and we're airborne. Bit of right rudder to keep us steady. Raise the undercarriage, and I've got a key bound for that, and then I've got the you'll see the lights come on there, and they should go to red. And I'm going to now pull back the propeller pitch slightly, so I drop my RPM, and that is in order to not overheat, because you can see our oil temperature has quickly got up to 90 degrees and over 100 degrees in water. So I always try to drop back to 2600 RPM for climb. And now I can pull back the power and watch the speed build as I level up. and we're now steaming up to about over 200 miles an hour. And that's it. I hope that helps you. Happy flying.